Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Startup Panic. I certainly hope you're having a good one because I'm excited to be back with Nerdrasoft. Things are going pretty well, I gotta say. We have 2 employees now. We're making a little bit of money. We've been hacked again, which is great. I love that. love getting hacked again. It's gonna hurt my market share. It's gonna hurt my user base. It means we need to go in and fix something, which is gonna be what's been hacked here. I'm guessing the friends feature. It's kind of hard to know. Aesthetics. Let's see what's really suffering here. I want to say it's the friends feature. Let's revise the friends feature, and let's see what exactly we're gonna need to do that. So recommended stats gonna be 3, I guess. So let's put Robbie on that since Robbie's the one that did it, and we could probably bring usability down to about 1. It's gonna be a little bit lower than it was the last time, but let's bring aesthetics up to 1.2. Let's say 1.5 for that, and then that up to 1.3. Maybe you down to 1.4, you to 1.4 as well. Let's develop that. So we'll put Robbie on that job. And while that's going on, let's go ahead and start looking into, what do we want to do? Official accounts or a timeline? I'm inclined to say timeline might not be a terrible idea because it does open us up to things like creating group chats and encrypted messages and stickers. So let's go for timeline. And it's a little bit of an expensive development thing, but we'll have me and Amy can deal with that. My motivation's not too great. This might be the last thing I do before I go on vacation, but let's bring these all up to a solid 1 just to start here. So let's bring them all up to a solid 2 if we can, and let's see what we're dealing with. So 24% left. So by developing this feature, users will be able to see their friends' posts in chronological order. Imagine all the procrastination that you can cause. Do you feel it? Do you feel it? Welcome to the dark side. Okay, now here's the thing. I'm trying to figure out on the actual like Twitter timeline. I feel like usability is the big thing for me, right? I feel like usability is a big deal and aesthetics are a big deal for me because I hate the new Facebook layout. I absolutely hate it. And that's the Facebook layout as of December 2020. I know it came out a bit before that, but that's the one that I'm dealing with right now. It's the one that even in a browser, it looks like a mobile website. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. So aesthetics are kind of a big deal. Usability is a big deal. Technology, I don't care too much about. So let's develop that. And let's see how timeline development goes. I suppose. Hopefully pretty well. But hopefully fixing the friends list thing and adding friends and whatnot will go pretty well too. The adverse effect from the YouTuber has stopped. Yeah, my market share is certainly down there to 40%. That's fine though. Not gonna stress too much about it. It's not the end of the world. Not a huge deal. So add friends is, oh my god, previous scores were 5.1 across the board. It is now perfect. Let's continue with that. And then timeline is pretty solid as well. So we have both those features going out. We have 14,000 users right now. We also have a CV coming in here, famous applicant. Inspired by your startup's vision and culture, a famous designer named Nathan applied for a job. Would you like him to work in your company? I want details. 909 per month. He's awkward and he's a bad genius. A genius who is hard to work with. Has high stats, but his employee's presence will decrease others' motivation. No. A research initiative in Central Asia has launched a program to study multilink. The endeavor sets out to improve connectivity and expand internet coverage in the region. There are now more users available for you and your competitors to fight over. And I've declined to hire a new employee. So up to 17,000 users, my market share is back up to 50%. Johan has his new scheme again for hiring people. That's fine. But that seemed to go pretty well there. So we have posting content is flawless. Adding friends is flawless. Aesthetics are certainly suffering in a couple of places. Certainly on uploading images, for example, aesthetics are definitely not doing too good. It could be worth revising some of these things, especially some of the things that only need 1 employee. So let's revise the theme shop and let's put Robbie on that. And I'm not really sure what to. Actually, no, Robbie's motivation is probably not very good. That's 70. I'm gonna say that's probably fine. So we'll have him just develop it with the same stats. We'll also go into profile page themes and we'll have Amy deal with that. And usability is not very good. So let's bring that down a little bit and bring that up a little bit. Bring you down a little bit. And let's just see if we can't push that to a 1 there. So we'll develop that as well. Now, I am pretty miserable in terms of motivation. So I'm going to send me off on a vacation for 14 days. And that'll be fine. We'll let these two kind of deal with things. And in terms of the office itself, I mean, what do we want here? What do we got? So that gives me more comfort. Which, I mean, so these are AC units. Okay. I mean, let's go ahead and grab this because I think it might be a good idea. So we'll put that in the office and that's going to be refreshments, which will just improve comfort, like I said. I imagine improving comfort is certainly going to be a way to have their motivation stay up a little bit. I would imagine anyway. Comfort and aesthetic go up a little bit with the some games consoles and things like that. Definitely kind of tempting. I gotta be honest. It's 500 per month for that thing though, so maybe not. We got more comfort from things like TVs. We've got usability goes up from that thing. How much for you? 3,000 for you, 15,000 for you. So tune into every channel broadcast in the US. Of course, there hasn't been a decent record on the charts since the Monkees disbanded, but yeah, I mean, we could. A little bit of a usability bonus? Sure, let's do it. And let's buy. I want to buy. Can I move things? I don't think I can. I want to buy one more thing. Just because I can. A bit more comfort there. Whiteboard Deluxe. Meh. Monthly cost 500 per month. I feel like we could probably afford this. But I feel like it's way too expensive. What about this? 5,000 for that. Pretty expensive, but I feel like it might benefit us in the long run just to improve their comfort across the board a little bit there. I don't think anything I bought costs us anything per month either, so we're kind of okay on that particular front. We'll just get me back from my there we are. So I'm back from my vacation. Robbie and Amy are both gonna need vacations once they're done with their current development tasks. So that'll be a little bit expensive, but that's kind of okay. A long-running historical documentary is returning to TV for another season. It couldn't hurt if someone on the show used your product. Do I want to get in touch? Yeah, sure. The product is a hit. Many of the show's viewers have already looked into it. Beautiful. So let's see here. The theme shop is up there a fair bit. So that's good for us. That's pretty good money increase on that as well. And the profile page themes have been overworked as well. So beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. That's given us a 60% market share. Our income is pretty solid. We do need a 65% market share though, and my balance needs to be much higher before we get this objective done, but that is pretty good by me. Now, having a look at traits, I want this one. I want feature development costs to go down. So we're going to grab that and we're going to see what we're developing here. In fact, yeah, we're going to have to do this. We're going to have to send these guys on vacation for 14 days and for about 14 days as well. So we'll send both of them off to, you know, get motivated. Requested an extended vacation. Sure. I'm okay doing that. I don't mind too much if she has an extended vacation. I think it's probably for the best that we keep them happy. We do have a pretty good market share though. We have 21,000 users. I can't really complain too much about that. I really can't. So Robbie's back. He's feeling much better. And I guess at this point we could probably start looking into a project. So aesthetic is Still suffering on things like the comments and things like uploading image, but I think a new feature might not be a bad idea. So let's have, let's do sending images, or let's see, 30-day development time, 30-day development time. Either way, it's gonna be 30 days. Let's do this then. So, search. By developing this feature, they can search. Duh. All right. Well, fair enough. Let's get everything to a 1. And then I feel like the aesthetics of search don't matter. I feel like usability is quite important. So let's try and get a 2.5 and a 2.5. Let's try and get a 3 and a 3. Let's try and get a 2 for aesthetics. And then usability, I think, is the important thing for searching. So we'll develop that. And then Amy is back, which is fantastic, because what I think we can have Amy do is look into the aesthetics of the comments. I think that would be a good idea. So let's bring the usability down a little bit and bring the aesthetics up to 1 there. Maybe bring you down to 1.2, bring you up to 1.2. So 1.2 across the board. We'll develop that and we'll see if we can bring just the aesthetics up a little bit so people aren't complaining about how ugly the comments are on the social media platform. And let's see. Judging for the semifinal round begins. Results will be announced 4 months from now. Now, we do need 13 features. I think we need maybe 2 more after search. So we might need to prioritize. We might need to prioritize making some new features. Even if they don't end up being stellar, I think we might need to look into that. Now, let's see. The comments are considerably better. The score on usability is not quite as good, but that will hopefully stop people from complaining about it. So usability, yeah. So now the only thing suffering is upload image in terms of usability. So no problems there. And search usability is terrible. That's not good. We actually lost users on that. Interesting. So the overall score on search was terrible. Okay, I'll tell you what I think we're going to have to do here. We need more features. So let's prioritize features right now. We'll come back and we can rework everything. So send text message. Users will be able to send text messages, arrange casual meetings, and use the app as a Minder alternative, or just as a chat. So yeah, I think what we'll do is we can, I think this needs to be nice and usable. So 4 for you. I think the aesthetics should be a 3. I think technology should be maybe a 4. And that can be a 5.3. So let's try that for sending messages. We'll see how that goes. I don't think my stats are good enough for anybody, but for this leap thing, I do need more features. Central Asia has become the first to use multi-link. It marks the region as one with the largest and best internet access in the world. There are now more users available for you and your competitors to fight over. Okay. So my thinking here, a local student has requested an internship, sure. I don't see why not. I mean, I don't think it's going to hurt either way. But yeah, I think what we'll do is we're going to look into getting all the features that we need. And then we'll revise them. We'll make them better. And then we'll start developing more things. I want to win this. The internship's going smoothly. Fantastic. I want to win the Leap Award. That's kind of my thing. $5,000 for that. Also, market share would be nice as well, but we'll see here. So that is not good at all. That's really not good. But whatever. It is a new feature, I guess. It's oh boy, what the hell is this? One of our programmers forgot to patch a bug in our server. That led to a hacker stealing some user data. We've patched the bug, but we still have to tell our users the data is compromised. Let's acknowledge it and apologize. And I think we have to. That's something we don't want to try and cover up here. Now let's see. Company profile. This is so cash, company value, users, market share, employees 3, player capital, that, comfort. Technology, usability, aesthetic, that's fine. What I'm interested in though is the... Okay, some of them are furious. We've lost users. That's fine. Let me pause here for a second. So features. Does it tell me how many features I have? I don't think it does. Also, that is expensive right there. Creating a group chat, but might not be a terrible idea. So company profile, achievements, market share, features. I think I have 13 features. That's actually pretty good. They have 20, which is a little bit worrying, but my overall score is higher. Okay, so we have our 13 features. They're all a little bit demotivated right now. The bad reviews are certainly hurting them. I think we need to go in and start reworking some things. So let's revise search. Let's put me and Robbie on it. And I mean, where does search really suffer? Technology's fine. Usability and aesthetic. So search needs more usability. Did I really not do usability? I did. So technology can come down a little bit on that. And usability can go up. And we'll see how that goes. I don't know if we're going to be good enough to actually make it good here, but we'll certainly try it. And hopefully this does well for us. I don't know. I'm not too sure. I feel like we probably need to start training our employees. We probably need to start going back to contract work. That certainly seems like what will be needed here. After expressing their interest in my startup, the popular new band, the Kangaroos, came to visit and even gave an inspiring concert. They feel more motivated. Good. They're not very motivated, but they're certainly a little motivated. I think we are gonna need a pretty sizable vacation for all of them after this search revamp. So usability was somehow worse. How the hell did we do that? Let's evaluate this thing. And so my usability is 5. Yours is 4. I think we just need to, I think what we might need to do here is just train them up in usability. We somehow made it worse. So technology was more than enough. Aesthetic was more than enough. Usability needed considerably more. That's kind of surprising. Okay, let's train me in usability. Robbie, we're gonna train you in. I mean, what do you really need? Marketing. I mean, you're 4 on everything. Let's just train you in usability as well. And then Amy, automatically adjust your salary for 1. And I think we'll train you in usability too. Just across the board. We'll try and make everything as user friendly as it possibly can. The aesthetics might end up being a little bit crap, but I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. So my usability skill is up there a little bit. Yours is up there a little bit. But now both of them, or all of them, need to go on a vacation. That's the thing, because his motivation's terrible, my motivation's terrible. Let's go to employees, employee list, and me. Just all of them. So vacation, let's say $1,000. Robbie, vacation is $1,000. Me, vacation, it's another $1,000. There we go. So we're all being sent off on vacation. Amy's asked for an extended one. That's fine, I guess. I'm not too happy about it, but I don't know if we have much of a choice. So I guess really what we need to be doing when something is bad is we do need to be performing a post-mortem, right? So we've got me and Robbie back. Let's go into features. And usability is still suffering on this. Aesthetics are suffering on you. But search is by far a terrible feature right now. So it needs more usability. So we'll continue there. And now usability is up to 8, which is kind of fantastic. So let's bring that down to a 7. And I'm realizing now how this works, I think. So recommended stats 5. Let's bring the technology up to there. So 2.5 develop. So that should now that our usability is so high. So Nerdosoft won 6th place out of 10 competitors. The winner of the final round is announced. Wait, what? Did I lose? Win the Leap Award by having 13 features with a minimum score of 7 before year 4 month 1. Interesting. As if a bad review wasn't enough, a blog post criticizing you, your company, and your employees has surfaced. We're going to do nothing. We're just going to let it go. Is what we're going to do. We've got that job offering again for Johan's company. Not too worried about it. I feel like my search feature here is about to get fantastic. Right? So we're going from a pretty low usability of like 2 point whatever it was up to an 8. I think I'm starting to realize and starting to figure out how this game works. I know that sounds stupid, but I'm starting to get it. I'm starting to figure out, you know, how this is actually going to work. So usability is considerably higher. We're now up to a 7.8 from a 5.2. Usability, let's do another review of it. But that's certainly going to stop the feature itself from being so terrible. So technology is suffering there. Aesthetic is suffering on you. Overall score on you. So revising this would be... Yeah, so technology would probably need to be a bit higher, I think. That'll be okay, though. Let's see. So usability still wasn't high enough. Interesting. It's not as bad as it could be, though, so I'm not too worried about it. Let's go ahead and look at some contract work. Actually, I don't know that we need to do this. 16,000, though, is not bad. I need a Windows application developed that can open an Excel workbook of my choice and systematically iterate through all the Excel tables and create corresponding SQL tables, then populate them with the data from the Excel tables. Okay, recommend everybody, I guess. And we'll continue. And I feel like usability of 4 is probably worthwhile, and then aesthetics of 3, and we'll just develop it, I guess. We'll see how that goes. It's going to take 18 days. Hopefully the score is high enough to get me $16,000. That'll put us back up over $30,000 total cash. The rest of the world has started to adopt multi-link. It has transformed industry, economy, and connectivity worldwide. There are now more users for me and my competitors to fight over. Okay. I kind of like that the game has this iterative way of giving you more users just as time goes by. That's kind of cool. I do kind of like that. So overall score is 3.5 minimum. Oh dear. I mean, I still got money. The technology was kind of crap on it, but oh boy, that's not good. Motivation is not great. The director of a crime drama, sure, we'll pay that. People liked it. Robbie's motivation is terrible. My motivation is not very good. Amy's motivation is not very good. Do I really have to send them all on vacation again? For God's sake. Okay, $1,000. Robbie, vacation, and $1,000. Amy, vacation. You don't need a massive one, actually, so we could maybe just send you fishing for 7 days. So we'll do that. There we go. So everybody's off on vacation. We'll pay the ransom for Amy. Oh yeah, she went fishing and got taken by pirates. That's fair enough. That's fair enough, I guess. I guess that's how that worked. How does big game fishing in the Florida Keys sound? The game in big game fishing is to prevent your puny body from being wrenched overboard by a murderous marlin that's not too keen on getting hooked on the end of your line. That seems fair enough. Vacation 10 times, got a reward for it. Don't mind if I do. And then myself and Robbie should be getting back any minute. There we are. And there he is. Okay. I feel like a new feature is kind of needed, I'm going to be honest. As awful as sending text messages might be, I mean, the aesthetics of uploading images is not very good, but I kind of want new features right now. So let's do official accounts. Recommended stats are 5. I don't know about this. I feel like upgrading the, we got a 5 there. We got a 5. So it recommends those two. It doesn't recommend Robbie. I mean, I guess we'll try it. So there is Bieber 21 and Rail Bieber 33 and 61 other variations. With this feature, users will be able to see which public figure account is the Rail one. Spoiler alert, it's not. Swear it's Rail Bieber 69. Okay, let's get these all up to 1 as best we can, and then see what we're doing from there. Let's say usability on this can be a solid 3 or a 3.1, I guess. That's fine. Technology behind it can be a 3, and aesthetics can be a 3 point whatever. I guess that's fine. 3s across the board. Recommended stats are 5. I don't know if that's actually going to be good for us or not, but we'll find out. Hopefully it is. I'm certainly hoping the official accounts thing works out for us here. And to be honest, I'm also thinking I want to hire another employee. I'm thinking 4 employees is going to mean that we can have, let's see here. You're awkward. Your marketing skill will always be 0. Okay. You're math proof, so you can't do technology. You're a couch potato. Your vacations finish later. You're quite expensive, but your marketing's very good and your technology is very good. You're 5s across the board. You're a workaholic. You're not happy doing nothing, and you are a programmer. Okay, you know what? Elidith? Okay, we're gonna go for someone else because I can't pronounce your name. Let's go for Gracie. Aesthetics pretty bad there, but what we can do is hire Gracie, and then we can immediately go to Gracie and say training in aesthetics. So that way we... Oh, group vacations. That's going to be incredibly useful. So we'll get Gracie off doing some training there. And that way she's not going to suffer in terms of aesthetics. There we go. So up to 3. Not really a huge improvement, but that's fine. Let's see. So employees, group vacation. I do like that I can send everybody. That's kind of cool. Right. So project feature. So here's my thinking. This recommends 2 people, right? So let's start looking into sending images. We can put Robbie and Gracie on that. And we'll continue. I feel like sending images needs to be easy. So let's do 4 there. Let's do 3 there. And what would 30% be here? Let's do 2.5. Let's get technology behind it to be a little bit better. And let's start developing that. So we'll have Robbie and Gracie work in image sending. We've got myself and, okay, is it any good? That's not terrible. 7.6 is workable. I don't hate it. Now let's see. A famous programmer, Andrew. He's a project leader. He wants 1,000 a month. I am actually okay with that. His technology is not very good, but usability, aesthetic, and marketing are pretty good. I'll accept it. Wasn't planning on bringing another employee in, but sure. 3 employees have proposed using new technology, although I'm not familiar with it myself. Let's use it. It's nice. No discernible effect on progress. All right, well, fair enough. Right, now hold on a minute. Because we now have 5 employees, 3 of which I believe aren't doing anything. So multi-language is something we could look into, or group chats. Or we could look at revising text messages, which I feel like we should probably do before going into group chats. Or we could look at creating statuses, but we need 4 employees for that. Never mind. Okay. Well, I reckon multi-language. Since we have that Asian market over there, multi-language is probably not a bad idea. Kind of expensive, but sure. Myself, Amy, and Andrew can work on that. Usability probably needs to be a pretty solid stat there, so 6.2. The technology behind it, 20% for now. The aesthetics can be a 4. Technology can maybe go up to a 4. Usability maybe up to a 7. Aesthetics up to a 5. And technology up to a 4.8. That seems good to me. I don't know if the technology behind it needs to be as high as that, but we'll give that a shot. And we're going to hope that this actually goes ahead and catapults us forward a fair bit. Our market share right now is 63%, which is certainly solid. We just went down to 59%, but whatever. We're not going to worry too much about it. We're doing better than the competition right now. And that's all that matters. We've also got a full office as well. So, no complaints from me. Let's see how sending image goes. 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 5.2. Ugh, that's a bit rough. That's a bit rough, but the usability and the technology are certainly there. We'll throw a party. That's fine. So users have gone up a little bit. We're back up to 63% market share. Income is all right. I'm curious to see how this goes. 5.3, 6.3, 10. That was not very good. The maintenance is actually higher for multi-language as well. It did give me more market share though. But I think what we probably need to do, also acknowledge the security breach. Let me pause. Because I'm getting a little carried away here just developing things. I'm not doing it. I haven't done any research, right? So this unlocks upload video. E-commerce design gives me the game marketplace. And that'll give me game marketplace as well. I don't know that I want any of those right now. In terms of traits, we have 5 points. And this is more contract work. I don't know that I care for that. This is less, furniture costs less, training costs less, training duration is lower. Motivation. You know what? This actually seems like a really good tree to go down. That seems like a really good tree to go down. So let's do that. Let's look at the project then. Because as it turns out, the sending images thing, not very good. Uploading images, not very good. The overall score for sending text messages is pretty bad. The technology on it's terrible. The usability is fine. The aesthetics terrible. So let's figure this out. So sending images and uploading images, the aesthetics are pretty bad. The usability on official accounts and multi-language is pretty bad. The technology and aesthetics of sending text messages, I think we probably want to revise that. Maybe. So that's 2 employees there for the official accounts. Okay, let's try revising this. Let's recommend myself, Gracie, and Andrew. And the thing is, I didn't look into the post-mortem on this, so I really don't know. Hold on, where the hell was this even suffering? So technology and aesthetics. Okay, recommend me, continue. So the technology and the aesthetics need to be higher. Let's bring usability down to 8. Let's bring this up to about a 5.9. Bring you down to maybe a 7. And you up to a 4.8. Let's try that. And let's see if a kind of, a better focus is going to help there. Now, that's been worked on. The aesthetics of image uploading are suffering. And it's just the aesthetics. So we'll try revising that as well. Which means usability can probably come down to about 3.6. Aesthetics can go up. Technology can maybe come down a little bit too. We'll try that. So we've got everybody working on things here. And I'm hopeful it's going to do well. We are going to lose some users from that security breach, but I'm hopeful that's going to do well for us. Reworking the text messages, reworking the uploading images. A research initiative in North Africa has launched a program to study dial-up. The endeavor sets out to improve connectivity and expand internet coverage in the region. There are now more users. Fantastic. Not bad at all. I gotta wonder when we're gonna get more competition, because right now it's just Alberg Industries. I guess we'll find out. I guess we'll find out at some point. A popular YouTuber has asked permission to review it. Sure. It's impossible. There's no way. Why have I gone Vegeta? Whatever, we're going Vegeta voice with this guy. I have too much money for you to defeat me. How
How did this happen?
The problem is not always about who has the most money. How you spend it is equally important.
Ah, you're just lucky. I'll make sure to be there when your luck runs out.
Interesting. Whatever. We just did the monthly balance and the market share thing as well. Beautiful. Oh.
Hello, this is Daniel Green.
The politician?
That's right. I'm pleased you've heard of me.
How could I not? You made quite a stir.
Did you vote for me?
Does that matter?
Of course not. Just kidding, of course. Anyway, I'm sure you did.
You seem smart. That's why I called. Do politicians really have so much free time they can call up civilians just to tell them they're smart?
I'm interested in investing in your company.
What, really?
Yes. Is something wrong with that?
It's just surprising, that's all. I don't remember anything in your campaign that would suggest you had an interest in this sort of company.
Yeah, that's just because not enough voters are interested in... it just never came up. My opponent had no interest in it.
I can tell you're a real man of the people.
Now I'm sure you understand the significance of having someone like me on your side.
Someone who can influence laws and regulations that might help you out. Is that legal?
What? Of course it's legal. Do you think I'd do something illegal?
You have to admit, it sounds a bit sketchy, but don't worry, I didn't mean to imply...
Of course you didn't. Don't worry. Just know I'm on your side. You've really got some great ideas here. That's why I contacted you.
I want to see someone like you succeed. I mean, I do see the benefits and potential lawsuits, but no, let's not get into that. Let's see. So, Daniel Green got his start in politics when running with the campaign slogan, "Keep the Future Green." Since no one was entirely sure what that meant, it's difficult to prove whether he kept his campaign promises, and he won't care until the next election rolls around. So, what do I need to do? Now, I guess these are various milestones. 104,000 investment is quite a bit. Ay. Okay, time to finish all milestones, 5 years. I guess we'll accept it.
Perfect. I knew you were smart.
We'll have to take care of the paperwork, of course.
Don't worry about a thing. I know all about paperwork. We'll get it taken care of immediately. Goodbye.
Interesting. So, finish investor demand. Oh, hello. Okay, this seems a little bit better. The usability was definitely down. Technology is definitely way too high for the uploading images, but that seems better at the very least. So, no complaints from me there. And that seems higher as well. It seems to me like aesthetics on text messages probably should be a little bit higher as well. But that's okay. I'm not super worried about that. Now let's see. Investor, what do you need? Company social higher than 4. Okay. So if I go into office and I go to furniture and I go to... So that's comfort, aesthetic. Let's get a plant, I guess. And we'll put the plant down there. Now he's back from his vacation. That's fine. Office. Bank. Upgrade office. I could upgrade it. It's kind of expensive. I could afford it. But I don't think we need to yet. Let's go ahead and... I want to upgrade the desks a little bit. Kind of expensive, but I feel like it's worth it. There we go. So better desks. Seems like a pretty good bet. New ad from Johan. And I think we're going pretty well so far. If we have a look at our project, I mean, you know, there are still things suffering. There's nothing suffering overall, which is good. The technology behind sending text messages is still pretty crap. And I need to remember, I desperately need to remember to do postmortems and things that kind of suffer. But what we know at the very least is that the technology and usability on multi-language is not where it should be. So let's go ahead and let's see here. So aesthetics on uploading images could be better as well. We're going to want to redo some things. We could look into creating statuses. We do have enough employees to do that. So let's give it a shot, I guess. Recommend me a few employees. Oh, wait, hold on. My employees are not tremendously motivated right now. At least I'm not, but we'll take this risk. So I wrote a status, therefore I exist. Socrates once said, maybe. Users can use this feature to express their thoughts and or feelings and share them with the world so that people know they exist. Look at me, I'm right here. So usability, I think, can be a solid 6.1. The technology can be a 3.1. The aesthetics can be there. Maybe bring that up a little bit. Usability can probably be a 7. You can be a 5.9, maybe a 6.5. Can I get these all up to a 7? I absolutely can. Let's try that, I guess, and see how it goes. Hopefully, creating statuses goes well for us. But given my pretty low motivation, I doubt it.